working to make sure you don't waste your money on products that might or might not work. So sometimes, you know, we have to get our hands a little dirty. You can get a little gross.
Or our ears, for that matter. Have you heard of this thing, the WaxVac? This is it right here. It's supposed to suck the earwax out of your ear. I know, it's nasty. But we've seen the commercial about a gazillion times, and we had to find out, does it work? So many of us use Q-tips to clean our ears, even though we know we're not supposed to. Just ask any doctor.
Nothing smaller than your elbow should really go in your ears.
The WaxVac promises to be a safer alternative.
WaxVac gently draws dirt particles and moisture out of your ear rather than pushing it in.
We took the WaxVac to Dr. Christopher Cote in Lone Tree. He cleans ears all the time, but he uses high-end medical procedures.
And we're using a microscope and we're looking in that ear, and we can see, and we have different tools that are designed to safely get that wax out.
He wasn't quite sure about the WaxVac.
My first thought is it really safe?
But he was happy to help us test it out. Steve agreed to be our guinea pig.
I feel fine. I trust the doctor.
The doc followed the directions.
Just unscrew this and then put this silicone tip on here.
And flipped the switch. He held it in for just short of a minute.
It's windy.
And then pulled the WaxVac out.
Oh, look.
It looked promising, but Dr. Cote wasn't quite convinced, and after looking back into Steve's ear, he said the WaxVac only got about 20% of the wax. So then he took his tools back to that same ear and removed the rest.
Good. You can see we got a lot more wax out pretty easily.
Dr. Cote says, don't stick a vacuum in your ear. Just leave it to the pros.
I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's probably a waste of money.
Okay, so we found this for $6 on store shelves, but if this doesn't work, and we're not supposed to use Q-tips, then what are we supposed to do? So we asked the doctor that.
Okay.
He says your best bet is those ear softener drops that you get at the drugstore.
Right.
If that doesn't do the trick and you still have issues, then you should probably go see an expert, a doctor that specializes in this stuff. I know it's gross.
But you shouldn't stick things in your ear. That's the lesson.
Smaller than the elbow. Nothing smaller than the elbow, which means don't stick anything in your ear.
Right.
Not even your elbow.
I get it. Greg, lesson learned.